yoga studio here at Proof Fitness, and we're still missing all of you guys, and hoping that you're staying safe and staying healthy at home. I thought I'd come with you guys this morning and offer a bit of a recovery practice, a bit of a gentle tune-in for our Sunday, an opportunity to kind of relax and recharge so that we might be ready for the oncoming week. If you can, just find a mat and find a comfortable seat. Whenever you're ready, we'll get started. Let's let our eyes settle and close. Let our hands just come to rest on our lap, drawing your belly button back to the spine, finding that your core is strong. Let's settle in. And your comfortable seat may be in this simple seat that you see me sitting in where my legs are crossed, or maybe a simple seat for you means something else. Whatever is comfortable, please be there. Wherever we are, let's just take a moment to check in. Notice anything that you may hear around you. Notice anything you may smell. Check in with all of your senses, anything that you feel. Most importantly, check in with your breath. Notice your inhales and exhales moving through the body. As we take a deep inhale through the nose and a long exhale. Another deep inhale through the nose. Breathing in fully, letting the chest rise, and then exhale completely, feeling the body getting heavy once more against the mat. One more deep inhale through the nose, filling the lungs fully. And an exhale to release. We'll tuck our chin to the chest, drawing energy across the back body, lengthening into the spine, and then as we exhale, we'll take the right ear and stack it over the right shoulder. Keeping those deep inhales and exhales moving. On your next exhale, we're going to roll the chin back into center as we exhale onto the other side. Letting the left ear stack over the left shoulder. And then we'll exhale slowly back to center. We'll inhale, bring our chin out of the chest as maybe our eyes come to open. We reground back to our surroundings with our awareness and our breath. Reach the fingertips out wide, stretching them long. We're going to take our thumb and roll it back as we inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, reach up and stretch up. As we exhale, we're going to twist our torso over to the left. Let the right hand come down onto the left knee as we start to take our gaze to the back of the room. Finding a spinal twist, draw belly button to spine, length up and stretch up. On your next exhale, we'll slowly round back to center, bringing our torso around. As we reach those hands out wide once more, leading with the thumbs, reaching the arms around, reach up and stretch up. And then as we exhale, taking it to the other side. Lengthening through the crown, drawing the belly button to spine. Just check in with your breath as we awaken the body with a bit of a spinal twist. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, release. Let's try that one more time. As we inhale, we're going to reach our arms overhead. And as we exhale, release. Let's try that once more, rolling around. Inhaling up, reach the fingertips up. Reach up and stretch up, grounding through the sit bones, pressing the legs down, reaching fingertips up. And exhale, release. Let's inhale, reach our arms forward. We're going to cross that right arm over the left and start to walk our fingertips back, giving ourselves a big hug. We'll point those elbows forward. Let them be at the height of the shoulders as you root through your sit bones. Lengthen through your crown. Take an inhale. And exhale. One more breath, inhale up. And as we exhale, we'll slowly reach those arms down, reach around, and inhale, stretch up once more. Exhaling down, one more big hug. Inhale the arms forward. This time left arm crosses over right, fingertips walk back, reaching toward our shoulder blades. Elbows are at the height of the shoulders. Take a deep breath. Feel as your breath moves through the back body, stretching in between the shoulder blades. One more deep inhale. And as we exhale, we'll walk those fingertips out, reaching the arms around, stretching up once more. And as we exhale, release. Let's bring our legs all the way out to maybe a V. We can kind of just bring the knees and press them down. We're going to roll the toes and reach them back toward the knees, lengthening through the crown. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to take that right arm and just reach it toward the right toes as we bring the left arm up and over, maybe guiding it along the ear. And as we exhale, we'll reach up, reaching down to the other side and exhaling over. Lengthening through the neck, reaching through the top of the head. Reach through active fingers. Inhale, reach up. Let's exhale once more down to the right. And inhale up. Exhaling down. We're going to inhale, reach up. Bringing the bottoms of our feet together. Let each of your toes kind of press into the same toe on the other foot. And then we're going to energetically squeeze those feet together and take the heels and pull them all the way back toward the pelvis. Lengthen through the crown. Slide the shoulders down. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to press the knees into the mat, drawing the feet inward toward one another, pressing knees down. Bringing awareness again to the breath as you breathe into the front body, feeling your chest lift and rise. Drawing your belly button to the spine, letting your core be strong. One more deep breath. And exhale. We're going to take our fingertips and let them come to the outside of the knees so that we can gently lift those knees back up, drawing our legs just a bit in front of us. I'm going to let my hands come to rest behind my knees, walking back onto the toes. I'm going to walk back until I'm balancing on the very edge of my sit bones, keeping that belly button drawn tight, shining that chest forward. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, maybe we let the toes start to float. If this is a bit of a challenge for your practice, you can always focus on engaging your core, balancing on the sit bones, and just squeezing those inner thighs. If you'd like to take it one step further, let those feet float with the knees bent. Try to let the hands relax. Slide the shoulders down the back, bring the chin out of the chest. We'll be here for 2 breaths. And one more. And as we exhale, we'll bring those feet down, find our simple seat as we reach through, letting hands come to the mat so that we can lift our bottom and find our way onto hands and knees. Let's find our tabletop position. Let hands be under shoulders. Let knees be under the hips. And then we're going to flow through a few cat-cow postures. You can move with your breath or feel free to move with mine. As we inhale, we'll reach the shoulders to the ceiling, tucking the chin into the chest. Finding our cat posture, drawing belly button to the spine. And then exhale, bring the chin out of the chest till you gaze forward, rolling the hips back, let the belly fall. Inhale, we'll reach up once more. And exhale down. Inhale, reach up, drawing belly button to spine, rolling those hips forward, pressing through strong hands. And exhale, let the belly fall. Once more, inhale, up. And exhale down. We'll find our tabletop, tucking our toes. Let's walk our hands back, letting our hands come to rest on our knees as our sit bones stack over our heels. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Point those hip points forward. We're going to reach around with those hands. Reach up and stretch up. Maybe you're feeling quite a stretch on your toes. And exhale down. We can walk those hands forward, tapping the tops of the feet maybe on the mat. As we reach back once more, this time with the tops of the feet down. And we're going to sit back once more. Rolling those hip points forward, sliding the shoulders down. We'll inhale, reach up. And exhale, release. We'll walk forward. Let's tuck those toes once more, spreading out the feet by kind of flaring those toes and maybe even reaching back so that each toe has its own space on the mat. Then we'll walk those hands back, letting them rest on the knees. We'll sit our sit bones on our ankles as we reach those hands around, roll them up, reach up and stretch up, belly button comes to spine, and then we'll exhale, release. Once more, tapping the feet maybe on the top of the mat, flaring those toes. We're going to walk back so that our sit bones stack over the heels, tops of the feet lying flat on the mat. Rolling the pelvis forward, we're going to sit down, take an inhale. Reach the arms around and up. Reach up and stretch up. And exhale, release. We're going to walk ourselves forward. We're going to tuck those toes. We're going to bring our knees out wide. Roll the toes together, pointing your big toes and letting the tops of the feet rest on the mat. We'll sit those hips back, finding a child's pose. Keep it active, reaching fingertips forward. Keep the chin out of the chest, gaze at the top of the mat. Flatten out through those fingertips, spreading them wide. Reach, reach. Take a deep inhale. Feel your breath move through the back body. Tuck your chin to your chest and let your forehead make its way to the mat. We can stay here for one full breath. Breathing deeply through the back body, we're rolling that pelvis inward. We're reaching our sit bones toward our heels, and then we're crawling our fingertips forward. Take an inhale and bring your chin back out of the chest. Let your gaze be at the mat. We're going to take the right hand and we're going to walk it off the right side of the mat, following with that left hand, reaching through, letting the left hand come on top of the right. As we reach down, tucking the chin in, letting the head come to rest, feeling a deep stretch into the side body. Take an inhale and feel as you breathe through the side body, and then exhale slowly. Letting the gaze come back to the fingertips. As that left hand walks back to the mat, follows by the right. We'll take it on the other way as we walk that left arm out to the left side of the mat. Let the right hand follow until it comes to rest just on top. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to bend our chin to the chest, let the forehead rest, taking that deep side body stretch on the right side, rolling the sit bones downward and pointing them toward the heels. Take a deep breath as you breathe into the side body. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our gaze back to the fingertips as we walk the hands back onto the mat. Reaching forward once more, taking a big stretch into that back body, rolling those hip points downward. We're going to slide the hands under the shoulders. As we inhale, we'll lift back up, drawing those knees in, finding our way back to our tabletop. We're going to thread the needle, stretching into our shoulders. We'll first take the right arm and reach it all the way up. Let the gaze go to the ceiling. As we exhale, we're going to float those fingertips through. Let the shoulder rest on the mat. Let the temple rest on the mat. Our hips should be set back over our heels or toward our heels so that the weight in the temple is light and gentle. We're reaching actively through the hand. We're crawling those fingertips forward on the left hand and reaching actively. Bringing awareness back to the breath. Breathing into the back body. And as we exhale, we're going to walk that left hand all the way back, placing it under the shoulder. We'll press in as we reach up. And then exhale down. We're going to inhale, take the left arm up, reach up and stretch up. And as we exhale, we're going to float it through, letting that shoulder come to rest, letting that temple make its way to the mat. And then maybe if and when we're ready, we're going to walk that right hand forward, reaching the fingertips off the mat. Or just reaching them forward. Sitting sit bones back. Breathing through the back body. We'll focus on the breath. One more breath here. And then we're going to slide that right arm back, pressing it under the shoulder so that we can lift the body, sweeping that left arm all the way back to the ceiling, and then we can exhale back to the mat. Let's tuck those toes for one more. Flow through cat-cow. I'm going to take a deep inhale. This time, as I exhale, I'm going to press those shoulders out, tuck the chin to the chest, and inhale down. I'm going to walk my hands all the way back. We're going to come up onto the knees again, and maybe this time come all the way up to the knees as we let the tops of our feet come to rest. We're going to bring our hands and let them rest at the back, the small of the back. Taking an inhale, we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades, pointing the elbows as much as we can to the back of the room and drawing the belly button in. We're rolling that pelvis forward so that our sit bones are pointing forward. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, maybe we just press our hip points forward, drawing the belly button back, squeezing those shoulder blades. Maybe we take the chin out of the chest and gaze to the ceiling. As we keep pressing the hips forward, we're squeezing the shoulder blades, we're looking up and see if our gaze can keep going back. Wherever we are, find that the core is strong and the hips are pressed forward, and we're not squinching in the lower back. On your next inhale, slowly start to roll the body back. Last, tucking the chin. Finding ourselves on the knees, reach up and stretch up, interlace the fingers. Let the index finger point toward the ceiling. Let the gaze follow. Inhale, reach up and stretch up. And then as we exhale, reach those arms all the way down. Let them find one another at the small of the back. Interlacing fingers. Once more, let the index finger point down as we squeeze those shoulder blades together. Drawing belly button to spine, rolling pelvis forward. Reach those fingertips down. And then maybe take the chin out of the chest. Exhale, bring that chin in, release the arms. Reach all the way back up. And exhale, release. We'll come down, find our tabletop. Let's tuck the knees here, tuck the toes here. Draw our knees back just a couple of inches on either side. So that our knees are just a bit behind our hips. We want our shoulders to be just under the wrists. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to press into the toes, lifting our knees, pressing into the hands to shift our chest back. Then we're going to lift those hips all the way up high, tuck the chin to the chest, and reach our heels toward the floor, finding downward dog. Take a moment and check in with your breath. Notice how the body feels. Reaching the backs of the legs toward the back of the room. Lifting the hips high, belly button drawn to the spine. Maybe we walk the dog, bending one knee and flexing the opposite heel toward the back of the room. My gaze is staying at my toes. My hands are spread wide and planted firmly. I'm reaching those hips high, pressing the chest toward my thighs, and then reaching those heels toward the floor. Take an inhale and roll onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, we're going to take that right foot high, reaching it up, finding a three-legged dog. Maybe now take your gaze between the thumbs. Check out. We're going to draw that right foot down. Take an inhale while we're on the balls of the feet, and exhale our feet back down, finding our downward dog. Take an inhale, roll into the balls of the feet again. Exhale, take the left toes to the ceiling. Reach up and stretch up, maybe gaze goes between the thumbs. As we exhale, that knee floats through and the shoulders stack out over the wrists. Pause in for one breath. And exhale, reach back up. And let that left foot make its way back to the mat. Inhaling to the balls of the feet. And we're exhaling, pressing those heels down. Inhale up, knees come down. Tops of the feet come to rest. Fingertips reach back. And we find ourselves in child's pose, rolling the shoulders, letting the top of the head rest on the mat. Breathing through the back body. Bring the knees out wide if we need to for comfort. Reaching to the heels. We'll spend one more breath here. We'll slide our hands under our shoulders, press in and reach up. As we make our way back to our tabletop, we're going to tuck our knees, drawing the knees back a couple of inches, and find our way back to downward dog. We'll inhale, reach up, press back, and drop down. Again, check in here and notice how your body feels. We'll take an inhale. With our fingers, with our gaze between our fingertips, we're going to roll onto the balls of the feet. We'll take that right foot back to the ceiling. We'll exhale it through, but this time we're going to bend that knee. And as our shoulders stack over our wrists, we're going to take that foot and reach it all the way through. Let hands stay beside the feet here. We can squeeze those inner thighs together, lengthening through the crown. On the next breath, let's exhale that left knee down and point the toes back. We're going to bring our hands up, finding that we're pointing this toe or this hip forward and downward. Settle in. Focus on the breath. The hand can be on the knee. The hands can reach down. Let's take an inhale and reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Point the index finger to the ceiling, and then let your gaze follow. As we exhale, we're going to reach those arms down. We're going to reach our arms behind. Once more, interlacing fingers. We're going to reach those fingertips toward the floor and then see if we can take our gaze to the ceiling. And as we exhale, we'll release those hands. Reach them back up. Exhale down. Reaching back, shifting our weight onto the left knee. We're going to reach down through that right toe mound, stretching into the front body. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring that knee back. We're going to sweep it down, finding our way to hands and knees, tucking our toes. We're going to walk our hands forward. Find shoulders over wrists. Tuck the toes and find downward dog. Take an inhale, roll to the balls of the feet. This time, left foot goes to the ceiling. As we exhale, we're going to reach that foot all the way through. We'll pause here with our back lengthened, with our back leg reaching toward the ceiling, and focus on our breath. For good alignment, let's have our knee in line with the ankle. Hands on either side, maybe at the level of the arch. As we exhale, we're going to bring that knee down, let the top of the foot rest, and this hip point is reaching forward and downward. Hands may stay on the knee. Hands may reach down, around and up. As we exhale, we can release the hands. We can gather them behind the back as they reach down. Maybe the gaze goes to the ceiling. Release. Inhale, reach up. And exhale down. Switching the weight back onto this right knee, we're pressing down through the big toe mound, taking the stretch in the front side of the body. One more breath here. And then we'll bring that knee forward. And we'll exhale it back down. Walking the hands forward, tucking the toes, pressing hips high, pressing chest back, dropping heels, downward dog. We're going to roll onto the balls of those feet once more. We're going to take those right toes back to the ceiling. Take an inhale, gaze between the thumbs. Exhale, reach that foot through once more. Finding our way. We're going to roll this back heel and plant it to the ground. While we take that left hand and reach it back, we're going to make our way to standing, finding warrior two. Reach those hands out. Take your gaze over the right hand. Bend into that front right knee. Ground through the back knee. Opening into the hip. Hands can be on hips if that's more comfortable. Wherever we are, let's focus on our breath. We're going to exhale this back left hand as we roll the right hand forward. We'll reach up and stretch up. And then exhale down. We're going to straighten that front knee. We're going to exhale, reach forward. We're going to bring that left hand down, reaching the right hand up. Maybe the hand is on the hip. Maybe the gaze stays down at the foot. Wherever you are, let this practice be your own. Draw the belly button to the spine. Reach fingertips up. And as we exhale, we're going to reach back through. Bending that front knee once more, finding warrior two. As we exhale, we're going to take that right hand down, followed by the left, rolling those toes. We're going to step that left foot back, or right foot, pause in a plank. Reach up and stretch up, and back to downward dog. Inhaling back to the balls of the feet. Exhaling left toes to the ceiling. We're going to gaze between our thumbs as we reach that foot all the way through. We're going to roll and plant the back foot. We're going to reach that right arm all the way over as we find our way to warrior two. Reaching through strong fingers, drawing them out. Belly button draws to spine. Knee comes back toward the fourth and fifth toes. Deep inhales and exhales. We're going to drop this right hand, roll the left. Reach up and stretch up. We're going to exhale back down. And roll it back, the hands back, rolling that foot. We're going to step it back. Press up and press back, tuck the chin, find downward dog. Check in with your breath. Take an inhale, roll to the balls of the feet. Let the gaze be between the thumbs. Exhale. Shoulders out over wrists. We're going to squeeze our upper arms as we bend our elbows, slowly making our way to the floor. Let the tops of the feet come rest on the mat. Let the forehead rest on the mat. Let the hands reach back toward the toes. Let the shoulders roll forward. Take an inhale and press the tops of your feet firmly into the mat so much that your knees lift. So we're pressing the tops of the feet in and our knees are lifting. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to take those fingertips and reach them back, squeezing shoulder blades, letting our chest float. Take 2 breaths. And then exhale. Let the right cheek come and rest on the mat. Two breaths here. Let the body sink and feel heavy. Let those feet relax. Forehead comes back to the mat. Pressing the tops of the feet firmly into the mat so much that the knees lift. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to float that chest once more. Reach those hands back. Chin is out of the chest. Exhale, release. Left cheek makes its way to the mat. Let the body feel soft. Two more big breaths here. Bring the forehead back to the mat. Let the tops of the feet float so much, or press into the mat so much that the knees float. Take an inhale, and when you exhale, we're going to reach those fingertips back. We're going to float the chest, and this time let's float our feet. Reach them up toward the ceiling. Press the back of the legs up. Reach up and stretch up. And then exhale, release. Let the forehead rest on the mat. One more time. Take an inhale, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, float the feet, float the hands, and bring the chest out. Don't forget to breathe here. And exhale, release. Let the hands be under the shoulders. Press in as you tuck your toes. We're going to walk the body back through a tabletop. Coming to hands and knees. We'll sit the body back into a child's pose, reaching toward the floor. One breath. Plant those hands. Press back up. Find your tabletop. Tuck the toes. Draw them back. Downward dog. One last time, let the gaze be at the top of the mat. Roll onto the balls of the feet. This time we're going to walk our toes all the way to the top of the mat until we find a standing posture. Let's bring our hands to our shins so that we have a flat back. Let the gaze be at the front of the room. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we'll fold and bend forward. Tuck the chin to the chest, let the crown shine toward the floor. Press the backs of the legs toward the back of the room, and if they need to bend here, that's just fine. My hands come to rest on the outside of either of my feet. Find that flat back posture. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Find that flat back posture. Take an inhale. Bring hands to your hips, bend your knees. Press into your feet, lift up, finding a standing pose. Find a mountain pose or Tadasana at the top of your mat. Let's reach up. Inhale, reach up and stretch up. Interlace those fingers. Take the index fingers to the ceiling. And then exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Reach up and stretch up. And then exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Interlace those fingers. Point the index fingers to the ceiling. Arms are beside ears. We're rolling that pelvis forward, drawing belly button to spine. Take a deep inhale and reach those fingertips high. As you exhale, take your hips to the right of the room. Take your fingertips to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Squeezing those arms together, reaching through fingertips, grounding through strong feet. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, release. Inhale, reach up, look up and stretch up. And exhale down. You at the top of your mat can take your feet and step them out wide. You should be facing the long edge of your mat now. Let your feet be wrists width distance. So if you bring the arms out, your feet should be about the same length as your wrists. Let hands come to hips as you kind of roll those hip points forward, lengthen through the crown. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to fold forward from our hips, bring our chin out of our chest, let hands come to rest under shoulders. Maybe they're in fingertips, maybe the hands have rested. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, if you choose to go further, maybe you can tuck the chin into the chest, drop the elbows, bring the crown of the head toward the floor. As you're pressing the backs of the legs toward the back of the room, reach the head down energetically, grounding through strong feet. And breathe through the back body. We're going to find that flat back posture on an inhale, walking those hands back under the shoulders. Let's let our right hand come rest under the nose. Take an inhale as we find another spinal twist, We're going to press in and open our chest to the side of the room, maybe bringing that left hand up to our hip, maybe even taking it one step further and reaching it toward the ceiling. Maybe you even choose to take that hand and reach it all the way around, finding it clasping onto the opposite hip, letting the gaze reach the ceiling, letting your shoulders stack over one another. That hand is bound, let's reach it up. And then exhale back to the mat. Switching sides, we'll let that left hand come under the nose. We'll take an inhale. And as we exhale, that left hand can make its way up to the hip. As we open our chest to the other side, finding that twist, maybe that hand reaches all the way to the ceiling. And then maybe you can roll the palm, reach all the way around, and bind that hip opening into the chest. We'll inhale, reach up. We'll exhale down. Inhale that flat back posture. Exhale, fold forward if it's in your practice. And if we need a blanket or a pillow or another prop that brings the ground up higher, that's just fine to do as well. Inhale, find that flat back posture. We're going to roll our heels in, and then our toes, and then our heels, so that our heels are under our hips and our toes are reaching out wide. Take an inhale from here. As we exhale, we're going to let our knees bend in the direction of our toes as we settle our hips deep. Maybe our feet have to walk just a bit as we find ourselves in Malasana or a simple squat. Let the backs of the arms press into the inner thighs as we open the legs more, hands at heart center. Let's take a moment to breathe. Breathing deep into the hips, squeezing the shoulder blades as we shine the chest forward, letting those hips settle deeply. One more breath. Let's ground our hands as we take that left hand and we're going to reach it back. We'll take the right arm and reach it back. We're finding ourselves in a bit of a tabletop position, so I'm turning just so you can see me a little better. We want our hands just behind, reaching back with the wrists under our shoulders. We want to draw those toes forward. We want to lift up our hips as far as is comfortable, maybe taking those hip points toward the ceiling, and then maybe once more taking that chin out of the chest, finding your reverse tabletop. Squeezing those inner thighs, take a deep breath. Tuck the chin in as we exhale. Come back to your seat. Find a comfortable seat. Ground through the sit bones. Lengthen through the crown. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll those shoulders down. Let's bring our feet out in front of us. Drawing those knees back, reaching the feet down. Hands come to rest at either hip. Press the hands down. Press the feet down, the legs down, roll the toes back. Draw belly button to spine, take an inhale. As you exhale, settle in. Finding strong feet, pressing the legs down, drawing the belly back, lengthening through the crown. Exhale, release your effort. Draw those feet back in, finding one more bound angle. Pressing the bottoms of the feet together, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, release. Press those knees down, press down, press down, press down. Draw the shoulders down. Lengthen through the crown, bring the chin out of the chest. And exhale, release. You can bring our knees out wide, pressing them down, rolling those knees, or rolling those toes back. Lengthen through the crown. As we exhale, let's turn our torso over those left toes, reaching down. Maybe the hands just reach toward and don't actually touch the feet. Wherever we are, we're shining our chest forward. Hands may be on either side of the ankle even. And then we'll walk back slowly, Crossing our hip points, crossing our shoulders, inhaling, bending from the hip points, leading with the chin, reaching forward. And we'll exhale on back. We're going to bring those knees in, finding one more boat pose. We're going to walk our toes all the way back. Inhale. Exhale, bring those feet to float. And then we'll drop our feet down. Hands can come beside the hips. We're going to lift our hips, draw them toward the heels so that we make our way one vertebra at a time, maybe reach forward. As we slowly, one vertebra at a time, come onto our back. Let the hands come to the belly. Let the shoulders relax. Let the chin come out of the chest. Focus on your breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a long exhale. Let the body start to feel heavy as you settle into the mat around you. We're going to walk our feet in and pull our knees up, wrapping our hands around the shins, drawing those knees in tightly. Let's rock our body left and right. Starting to feel maybe a bit of a massage even on the low back. Don't forget to breathe. We're drawing those knees from left to right. Bring those knees back down, or bring the feet down rather, let the knees stay bent. Let's bring our hands out to the T with the palms. Then we're just going to let the chin roll to the right shoulder. And then inhale back to center and rolling through to the left shoulder. Moving with your breath here. And then we'll squeeze the inner thighs. With those hands planted down, we're going to lift those knees once more. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to let those knees float over to the right side of the room where they'll come to rest beside the mat. We're going to take our gaze over the left fingertips. Maybe even we take that right hand and grasp a hold of the knees as we pull them tightly over. Focus on your breath and take big deep breaths as you breathe through the side body. And if you can take a bit of a deeper stretch, maybe you straighten those knees and point through the toes. Let the right hand ground back to the mat. Maybe you bend those knees back in. As we inhale, drawing them up to center. Take the chin along. As we pass through center, we'll exhale, knees down to the left. Take the gaze to the right. Once more, maybe that hand comes up. And again, maybe those feet straighten out. Focusing on the breath here. One more breath. And bend those knees in. We're going to plant the hand back down, draw the belly button to the spine, and roll back. We'll reach those feet down and walk our legs to the outside of the mat. We'll roll our palms open and reach our arms up behind our head, reaching our fingertips off of the mat. Take an inhale. As we exhale, let's let our knees float over to the left. Knees are going to be just a bit wide. We're opening into those hips, keeping those fingertips reaching actively. As we inhale, we're going to reach those knees up and exhale to the other side. Again, reaching through the fingertips, keeping the shoulders planted to the mat. Focus on your breath. Feel your belly rise and fall. Let your chest rise and fall. Breathing into the hips, opening into the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down once more. Hands are still active. Inhale, reach up. And exhale down. Inhale, we're going to reach our knees back to center. We're going to walk our feet in. We're going to pull those knees up and reach the arms down. Give them a big squeeze. Releasing the hands, reaching them back once more. We'll release the feet to the mat. We're going to slide that right foot down, slide the left foot down. Point the toes and reach through fingertips. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the arms down to the sides. Let the feet relax where they may. Let the back of the head start to feel heavy on the mat. Let the shoulders melt and feel heavy on the mat. Let your hips sink in. Let your belly soften. Let your legs feel heavy. Let your breath be light as we settle in for a few moments of Savasana. Feel free in your Savasana to give your body any stretches that you may need. With the focus on a few moments of rest to celebrate the end of our practice. Feel free to pause your video here to give yourself just a bit longer of a Savasana, maybe 5 or 6 minutes if you need the rest, and then come back to us for closing. Let's start to offer some movement back into our fingers and toes, rolling around, stretching. Let your breath take a deep inhale. As you start to let the body reawaken, maybe come on to that right side, reaching your arm up, letting the head come to rest for just another moment. And then when you're ready, press into that hand as you reach your way back to a comfortable seat. We can find our way to a simple seat, maybe bringing our hands to heart center. I'll offer a moment of gratitude. Thank you for tuning in today, and thank you for finding time to jump on your mat and give back to your body. We know it's been a bit stressful with all of us trying to find new normals as we work through our day-to-day schedules and maybe life looks a little bit different. I appreciate you checking in with me today and trying to get back to our old routine a bit. And until we have an opportunity to practice together again in the studio, thank you for sharing space with me. We'll take one more deep breath in. And as we exhale, namaste.